Hello again guys and welcome back to another West Ham video. So today West Ham played Sheffield United and yeah, we beat them comfortably 3-0 with goals coming from, oh Jesus, I forgot who scored already. Declan Rice. Declan Rice scored, Issa Diop scored and Frederick scored. So yeah, I mean it was a really entertaining game. First of all, before the game, people moaned at the line-up, like, oh, why is Lanzini starting over Ben Rama? I thought Lanzini played quite well, or before he came off for Ben Rama anyway. But yeah, I thought Lanzini played quite well. He created quite a few chances. He was basically how he was like in his debut season. He was basically how he was in his debut season, which is very good. But yeah, so I mean the first 15 minutes of the game were was already more interesting than any of the London derbies that's happened this season already. So in like the second minute or something, West Ham could have had a penalty. Dawson went over in the box following a challenge from Stevens. I don't even know his first name. He's got some weird ass first name. He's like Edna or something. I think it's like that, something like that. But yeah. So Dawson went down, but VAR. So like like on the VAR screen it says like in the top corner or something. It has in the top left it has the why they're checking VAR for. So in the top left corner they said they're checking for the foul. But no, instead of checking for a foul they checked for offside, which to be fair they actually got right, it was offside. So it wasn't a penalty. But then again, if you're offside and nothing's gonna count. Like Virgil van Dijk basically got snapped in half, but Pickford didn't get a red card because Virgil van Dijk was offside. So yeah, it's quite strange how VAR works, or how the people in the VAR's brain work. Like people saying it's VAR's fault, it's not VAR's fault. It's the people refereeing the VAR's. It's the people refereeing the VAR. If that makes sense. But yeah, so yeah, we should have had a penalty there, but we didn't. Which was, I mean, I guess it was the right call. But then Sheffield United had a few chances here and there. Like most of them were headers. Most of them were like free headers, but they all either went wide or straight at Fabianski. Apart from one where it deflected off Ben Johnson, and Fabianski had to like react to it quickly to make the save, which I think it was actually a really good save as well, seeing as he made two brilliant saves against Man United in the FA Cup. Yeah, so we eventually did get a penalty. So Sheffield United were on the attack. We quickly won the ball back and went on the counter attack. I think Lanzini had the ball. He played it, so it was kind of similar to Lingard's first goal against Aston Villa. So it was a 3-on-3 or 3-on-2, I think. There was Lanzini in the middle, Lingard on the left, and Bowen on the right, or Bowen on the right and Lingard on the left. I mean, it's kind of confusing me because like my camera's like kind of flips-ish. Because like right now I'm holding up my left hand. This is my index finger, but for me this is on my right, but for you it's on my left. It's on the left. But yeah, so Lanzini was in the middle. Lanzini was in the middle. He played it out wide right to Bowen. Bowen played a cross in to Lingard. Lingard made a good first touch. Tried to take it out wide a bit, but miscontrolled the ball. And he took a touch too far. And then Chris Basham out of nowhere just sent him into next Tuesday. And like it was obvious. It was an obvious penalty. I can't lie on that one. But it wasn't a red card. So I think the yellow was fair. It wasn't a red card because first of all he wasn't clean for on goal because the goalkeeper was about to get it, and second of all it's not in the second half yet, and most red cards get given in the second half. But yeah, so Declan Rice stepped up to take the penalty. Apparently his first ever senior penalty, and he's our designated penalty taker because Mikel Antonio's out. Well, he's not really out, he's just fatigued, and Mark Noble was on the bench, so Declan Rice had to step up to take the penalty, and yeah, he slid it home. It was a good penalty. It was quite slow, but it was a good penalty, and I reckon Mark Noble would have been proud of that one. And yeah, so he basically slotted it bottom left. Aaron Ramsdale went the right way. He was quite close to it, but it was too far in the bottom corner for him to save it. And yeah, so that was basically how it went for the first half. In the second half, my camera battery's dying. Yeah, so in the second half, Sheffield United went on a bit more attacks, made a few headers again. We went on attacks again, and yeah, so we won a corner. And Aaron Creswell swung it in. Diop made a really good run. Diop made a good run, and he basically just headed it, glanced his header to the far post, and yeah, I mean it was a good header, and that makes our tally of goals from set pieces to 14 or something, or 15, which is the highest in the league, but I think quite a way. Like, I'm pretty sure like second is I think Man City or Chelsea or something, but honestly I don't know, because last time I saw the stats it was on Match of the Day like a month ago. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like Man City or Chelsea with like 10. But yeah, so Diop glanced his header there. Then Mark Noble came on, and I mean, people have been complaining about Mark Noble slowing the game down and that, but this time I reckon he did have the right to slow the game down. We were 2-0 up in like the 70th minute. We were just trying to run the game out. So yeah, and then Ben Rama came on for Ben Johnson. So Ben Rama came on for no. Fredericks came on for Ben Johnson. Ben Rama came on for Lanzini, I think, or Bowen. It was either Lanzini or Bowen. No, Lingard. He came on for Lingard. Bowen stayed on the whole entire game, which was I reckon it was good for Bowen to stay on the entire game. Because like he hasn't been at his best recently, and I think he actually did quite well playing as a makeshift striker, seeing as our only senior striker, who isn't even a striker, is fatigued and is out because he's tired, and because he wants to celebrate, Valentine's Day by bragging about his big bully on Instagram and that, which I still can't get over because it's actually really funny. But yeah, so Fredericks came on, which was a turning point because he eventually scored our third. So yeah, explaining the third goal. So I think, I'm not sure who had the ball, but someone passed it to Ben Rama. Ben Rama did like 7 step overs or something before moving to the byline, before doing like 7 more step overs again to fool the Sheffield United defenders, and then played it back to Fredericks, who took a touch inside, cut inside, and then basically hit a low driven shot to the near post, which was too far in the corner for Aaron Ramsdale to save again. I mean, it was a very good goal. I can't lie. And like, I don't know why people were saying that. I mean, there probably are people saying that Ben Rom was like not a great signing or whatever. I'm pretty sure he's had like 5 assists since he's joined West Ham. I mean, he hasn't got a goal, which isn't great, but he's got 5 assists, which, I mean, for a winger, is pretty much what he's supposed to be doing, as well as dribbling a lot, which he does anyway. So yeah, Soufal also had a good chance. Bowen held the ball up really well. I mean, I say he held the ball up, it was just bouncing up and down all over the gaff. But yeah, so a Sheffield United player was about to bring it down. Soufal just came out of nowhere. That sounded really mad. That sounded mad, but yeah. So Soufal just came along, sprinted, took the ball off the Sheffield United player before he could even take it down, and he ran towards the goal. I mean, to be fair to him, he was in unfamiliar territory, as the commentator said. So he was basically looking for Bowen, but because Bowen was like just lagging on the edge of the box, being marked by 2 people, Soufal went alone and tried to curve it near post, but Aaron Ramsdale made a good save, it hit like the underside of his arm and bounced over the bar or something. I mean, it was a good save. But yeah, that was basically the closest we had to another goal. And there was also Jesse Lingard, who had a couple of long shots that were really dipping. Like, they dipped a lot. And when I say a lot, that it was literally like that. It was like a free kick-esque dip, but like lower down. And yeah, so that could have fallen down Ramsdale, but it didn't. Unluckily, sadly. So yeah, so that win took us to 4th for the 2nd time this season, and right now, depends if Chelsea are winning, which they are 2-0. We are now 5th, but I don't care because we're above Liverpool, and I'll take Europa League because Champions League is a bit too far of a stretch for us. Even though we are 4 points behind Leicester and Man United, we're never going to catch Man City. They've already won the league. They're gone. So, yeah. I mean, considering the form that Man United's on, Chelsea could possibly catch up to them. Leicester probably will overtake Man United anyway. And I would gladly go for a 4th if Man United continue this form. And we continue our form. So, yeah. I mean, we have a tough few games coming up. We have Spurs, Man City, Man United. I think we have Chelsea as well. Oh, I'm looking up West Ham's fixtures quickly. So we have fixtures. Next we have Tottenham on Sunday. Then we have City away. Then Leeds, Man United and Arsenal. So we don't have Chelsea at all. Actually, no we do. We have Chelsea in April. So our next 5 games are probably the toughest we've had since the start of the season. And literally all of us at the start of the season thought we were going to be bottom by November. But no, I'm pretty sure we were like 8th or something. Which I'm very happy about, and I'm happy about being 5th right now, and so seeing that we're the joint best club in London, going by the table, we're joint with Chelsea. But Chelsea are better on goal difference. They have a +7 goal difference on us, which seems like a lot, but comparing our goals for, we've scored less, and only conceded 4 more than them. Which is simple maths. Because 3 add 4 equals 7. I mean, even like reception me would know that. But to be fair, I was smart in maths in that reception, and I learned bus stop method in year 2. So So yeah, after in May we have a pretty like easy going month. We have Burnley. I mean, Burnley and Everton are probably our toughest games, but because Burnley are in really good form right now, they beat who did they beat? They beat, I think, Crystal Palace 3-0, I think. Yeah, so we have Burnley in May, Everton, Brighton, West Brom, and Southampton on the final day. From that, I reckon we could get. Hang on, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I reckon we could get at least. We could. I mean, we could get 15 points from those 5 games if we carry on our form, and if we don't lose confidence in the next 5 games and against Leicester and Chelsea. But yeah, we can at least get 9 points out of that, which I'll be buzzing about, because at least we're in. If we finish 5th, I'll be happy. I'm just saying, if we finish 5th, I'll be happy, because if we finish 7th or something and go into the Conference League, I'll be happy, because because we're not known for being a European club. Well, I mean, we did win like a European Cup ages ago, but still, we're not used to being in this. We're not used to being this high on the table. So let us be. Seeing as we nearly got relegated last season, and only stayed up because Antonio scored 10 goals in like 9 games or something. I'm happy. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.